The aims and ambitions of the children have to be decided based on their aptitude and liking rather than the choice of the parents or teachers. In the initial stages, when the children are young, they need to be counseled, they need to be given information about different jobs and professions and test their aptitude. So that is very important. Without doing that, the parents or the teachers themselves suggest and decide the course of action to be taken, the aims to be set for the students, it may result in disasters. Therefore, the profession to which one wants to belong and serve the society is purely individualistic and not to be imposed by others' wills and wishes. For example, a person who wants to become a choreographer, if he is put in engineering, he may not succeed and he will not have interest firstly in the academics. Rather than getting knowledge about engineering, he will try to avoid engineering studies and try to pursue within the time available his passion. So, it is the responsibility of the elders to decide the passion, what is the passion of the students, and help them achieve their targets. It is not that different professions are available which are good or bad. It all depends on the individual. We consider cinema, TV and theatre arts as bad in terms of wasting their time and energy when students show interest or inclination in some of these professions. We should consider them as valuable professions on par with engineering or medicine and encourage them to learn them. Why it has to be done? I will give some what is called scientific basis for this. Our brain has got right brain and left brain, and left brain is logical thinking, scientific attitude and reasoning is controlled by the left brain. So anything we want to do, always left brain says no, it is not good, it is not logical, you can't reach in time, you have to start very early and all those things. Whereas right brain deals with emotions, love and affection and arts. So a person whose personality is more dominated by the right brain, he will most likely succeed in creative works like cinematography, choreography, painting, arts, literature, culture, games, etc. A person who is strong or whose personality is more influenced by the left brain attitude, then he is likely to become a mathematician, he is likely to become a scientist, an officer, an army officer, or a lawyer, or any other what is called systematic, rule bound, regimentalized system. It is the necessity of the society to train people in the jobs, in the professions in which they are interested. There are options now available for skill upgradation sponsored by the governments in both states as well as central government. We can make use of that. The youth should understand their interest, their needs, their aims and ambitions and undergo that kind of skill upgradation and then join that profession, take up activities in that. Then they are most likely to succeed. Not once or twice, because that is their passion, that is of their liking, they are likely to succeed in life ultimately. Therefore, the activities controlled or influenced by the right brain, like creative work, games and arts, poetry, literature, should not be considered as inferior to something like engineering or medicine. In fact, in many ways, they are better expressions of the human beings' likes and dislikes than the left brain. in common parlance, we can take a analogy that in a family, father is like left brain and mother is like right brain. Mother always sees the, shows love and affection. Even though the boy is not studying properly, she would like to feed him properly, she would like to dress him properly and protect him from father. Whereas the father, who is systematic, regimentalized, disciplined and vested with the responsibility of making his children more successful than himself, he will feel that he shall not boycott the classes, he shall not waste the time in games and sports, he shall not go to movies and other things without studying. So this attitude of, both are natural to both father and mother, and both are good and both are right in their own respect. So what is required is a balance between the father and mother's thinking, the teacher's thinking, and it should sync with the liking and dislikes of the student or the children involved. Then most successful citizens can be produced for the country, who can contribute substantially for the nation building. That is what is required in a personality development and career planning. So friends, please understand this and choose your passion, choose your profession carefully and then pursue it vigorously, and ultimately success will come. Thank you very much, and if you like this video, please like it on the YouTube, and if you have any questions, queries, doubts, comments, please write it on the discussion board. We will try to come back to you with suitable replies. Thank you.